Hi everyone, let me know that you can hear me okay. I'll just push that back a little bit. Okay. Okay, yeah, let me know in the comments that you can hear and that everything is what it is. Hope everyone is doing well. Hope the full moon was okay. You know, didn't bring up too much to be released. I know that full moons are always pretty intense. I'm a Cancer sun, so I obviously feel the full moon a lot, but I felt like this one was quite gentle. I actually feel like it didn't bring up too much. It was more just kind of like acknowledging really how far we've come. That's how I felt. You know, I really felt like the last few days, I was just really appreciative of my journey. Too much. I think the internet's okay, but these streams are always like that. So yeah, we will see. Does anyone have any preference about what decks I use today as well? I quite like asking you guys because, I don't know, you always give me interesting answers. So yeah, let me know if you've got any specific decks you want me to use. See what I've got. Okay, Alice in Wonderland was the first one that I saw, so we'll start with that one. Okay, let us see what comes out to start with. The first card, we have the Ten of Wands. So, really, you're being guided now to think about where are you carrying these extra burdens? What is it you're juggling? I really do feel like so many of us, with the Ten of Wands, you're really guided to think about, you know, what are the burdens that you are carrying and are they yours to carry? You know, where can you kind of like let go of some of these responsibilities, focus more on yourselves? You don't need to have all this responsibility. There's like expectations you have right now which you need to let go of. I'm seeing that some of your expectations are holding you back. Just because you're managing fine does not mean that what you're doing is right. So just because, you know, you might be working really long hours right now and you're like, well, I can do it, so it's okay, doesn't mean it's healthy. Or just because, you know, you're getting through your day, it doesn't mean that it's right for you. It's time to really think about what it is that you're doing which is out of habit, and maybe it's time to change some of those habits. Maybe it's time to create a better balance for yourself, especially like work-life balance for so many. You know, like, think about what your priorities are, and are you making yourself a priority? Okay, we have the King of Pentacles. So do you know what? There's an invite coming. There's an invite to like either a social gathering, which I don't know how that would happen with this situation. Maybe for when like quarantine is resolved. But I'm just seeing there's like, you're being invited to something, and this could also be like, for some of you, you're being invited towards like the next chapter of your life. You are ready to kind of like step into the unknown or step into like a new cycle. Spirit's asking you to do something. Let's see what this is about, because there's an invite here and it's time for you to decide, are you going to step up? Okay, some of you, you're being invited now to really start fulfilling your life purpose. You're being invited to really embrace perhaps a period of unknown, or like something which feels unfamiliar right now, but it's like you're ready to end this cycle and begin something new. Yeah, we've got the Wheel of Fortune, so we've got change here. There's going to be a turn in events. There's a lot which is up in the air right now. I feel for so many, you know, I don't know, like finances are up in the air, like maybe your career situation, travel, holidays, like seeing family, friends, romantic situations. There's a lot which is out of your control. I'm getting, you need to trust, you need to believe, you need to really give this to the universe. Rather than chasing what is kind of being taken from you, Be still, be present. Think about, what doors are open. Meditate. Meditate and literally visualize all these doors in front of you and see what doors do open for you. What is it which you're being guided to explore? Because if something isn't available right now, it means that it's not yours. It's not time. For example, perhaps, you're waiting for a relationship, because I know that's what so many people are kind of like focused on right now. And the relationship isn't coming. The relationship, it's not time for that to happen, and chances for you to grow in that aspect. So really focus on, what is available to you, and whatever isn't available, know that that door will open further down the line. Something's being hidden from you. I'm really seeing like there's something right now. And it's so funny, as I stop shuffling, we've got the Lovers on the bottom. So something is being hidden from you, and this is about relationships. I really do feel that for so many, you're not going to see this coming. It's going to be a complete surprise. There's going to be like changes in your romantic situation which are going to catch you off guard. It could be that you've got multiple people coming in, or perhaps your divine counterpart is just going to approach you when you're not expecting it. Yeah, we have the Four of Wands. For so many, this is about like your twin flame connection. I know that's obviously what I channel for mainly. But that's what this is asking you. It's saying like, look, give this to the divine. Do not hold on to it. Know that the relationship that is meant to be for you will happen. Especially, if you're in a twin flame connection and things aren't coming together as you want right now, it just means that divine timing is not here yet. It just means that it is not the right moment for this to happen. Doesn't mean it's never going to happen. It's just about now. It's about living in the moment. Have faith. Believe that this union will occur. You will be in like a happy, harmonious relationship. Of course you will. You're not going to spend the rest of your life on your own. But twin flame connections take a long time to come together. They can take years. It's very much about when both people have done all their healing and shadow work so that they can be in alignment. It's about when both these souls are actually ready to be, like Seven of Pentacles. Perhaps you've had to wait for some time. Perhaps, it really feels like you have been waiting for this. Oh, thank you so much for the donation there, Marie. So yeah, you have been patient, but your patience will be rewarded. They're saying now is the time for you to really have fun. Embrace this opportunity. If you're in separation from your divine counterpart right now, first of all, know that you are always connected. So, separation doesn't really exist between divine counterparts because you always have that connection, especially in the 5D. Your souls are always like bound together in this like energetic connection. So you're never truly apart from them. But if you do feel like you're in physical separation with them right now, then this is your chance to explore, to grow, to think about what invitations are available to you right now. What is it you are being invited towards? Because there's a lot of big plans for you here. And I think that as soon as you stop chasing this relationship, or like trying to open doors which are not open right now, that is when you step into a place of power and you can actually embrace other opportunities and explore what you're meant to explore in this time. I tell you now, you're not meant to spend this time waiting for love. You're not meant to spend this time waiting for someone to tell you that they want to be with you. This is your time for your growth. This is your journey. Your journey. Oh wow, Angie, thank you so much for that donation. This is your journey. So many people think of a twin flame journey, it's the two of you on the same path. It's not. Both of you have your own individual journeys that you need to explore. You have your own individual lessons. So that's what this is asking you or guiding you towards. Focus on your path and trust that you will have this. If you found your twin flame, as long as you focus on your path and do your healing, you will be together. That union is achievable. And I say it's achievable because it's not just going to happen as if by magic. There is a lot of growth and learning and healing for you to do first. If you want to be with this person, if you want to be in union with your twin flame, then you have to put the work in. Yeah, we have the Magician. You have to find your power. Find out who you are. You know, do you know who you are? You have to like really find. For the magician, what I'm getting is that you really need to think about what it is you want to manifest. You've got a lot of things available to you right now, but you can't explore everything at once. So what is it you want to explore? Because do one thing at a time. I'm getting, don't spread yourself too thin. Just focus on, exploring one thing at once. Don't spread yourself too thin. Just take your time here. There's no rush. We have justice. There's so many major arcanas here now. Do you know what? I feel like what they're showing me is when you are in the energy of being quite scattered, when you're focusing a lot on this relationship, your twin feels that. Your twin feels your energy so closely. So if you are like fixated on them and their path, it scares them. It's like they kind of need to take a step back from that. When you are focusing on yourself, that is when they step into their place of power. If you can shift your perspective away from your relationship, then you will experience a shift in this connection. You will see that there is balance restored, that the conflict ends. There's going to be a lot of tension, which is like removed when you can do that. Yeah, Three of Cups. That's when harmony and balance returns. The moment you stop chasing, that is when everything just kind of becomes right again. We are going to look into the headspace and heart space in a moment. We're just getting some general guidance to start with, and then we'll go into more detail. So, yeah, we've got the Page of Pentacles. You're never lost. What I'm seeing is that, you know, Spirit always gives you these breadcrumbs. You're always given the signs and the synchronicities, but they're not for you to hold on to or fixate. So many people ask, you know, why do I see my twin's name? Or why do I see these number signs or these messages? Well, it's not for you to, like, focus on them so much. It's just to give you that reassurance that, look, this union is going to happen. You know, this relationship, it will come together, but you have to do your work. They're more. So do not obsess over anything, you know, that you are shown. Just really take a bit of a step back and, like, you know, enjoy the signs and synchronicities, but just don't fixate on them. Because if you can do that and just follow the breadcrumbs that you're given, trusting your own path, then you'll come out the other side much quicker. For those of you who feel quite lost, it's important that you meditate for guidance as well. Yeah, we've got Nine of Swords. So for those of you right now who are in quite an anxious state of mind, especially because there's quite a few people who I'm feeling have a big fear about whether this reconciliation will happen. Because Temperance in reverse, that's what that's telling me. There's like a big fear about whether or not, yeah, this reconciliation is ever going to come to fruition, whether there's ever going to be harmony and balance, if things are ever going to become right again. I feel like, you know, there's a lot of fears about that. But what that means is don't fixate, don't obsess, get back to a place of trust. Meditate for guidance, ask for that reassurance. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles, look, if you call to Spirit and ask for them to give you guidance, they will return, they will come. You know, you just have to ask. Connect more, you know, connect more with your counterpart's higher self, and know that they always love you. They always want to be with you, but sometimes that can't happen. You know, sometimes they need space. So get yourself back to a place of focusing on yourself and your own path. Ask for guidance and support, and it will come. Okay, now we've done the general guidance. We're going to switch decks, and we're going to look into the masculine and feminine headspace and heart space. So we will use for Witches Tarot for the masculines and the Everyday Witch for the feminines. So let us look at the Divine Masculine headspace right now. Knight of Pentacles. So basically, the Divine Masculines right now are very much focused on reflection. I'm getting taken a step back. This person right now needs space to observe, to decide what it is they want to do, to find their strength. They have to actually feel stable enough to be in a relationship. They can't just be with you for the sake of loving you. They have to be with you when it's the right time, when it's going to be a healthy relationship. You know, if the healing isn't complete, or, you know, if you're not working on yourselves, then that becomes a very codependent, unhealthy relationship. So the divine masculine right now might be taking a little bit of a break, finding more joy. I feel like there's a need to like raise their vibrations, and they're thinking about what it is they can give you. You know, what is it that they are capable of giving you right now, because this is not king energy. This is not someone who's really feeling very powerful, but it's someone who wants to give to you. So there might be an offer coming from this person. We'll find out in a moment. And if there is, it might not feel anything huge. It might be something small, but that's all that they are capable of giving you right now. So, you know, be grateful. Let's look at their heart space. Two of Pentacles. So firstly, with the infinity sign in this card, what I'm seeing is that in the heart space, they are thinking about this connection. They are thinking about how, you know, you two always seem to come back together, or they cannot disconnect from this connection. However, they've got lots of things going on in their life right now. They know that they need to prioritize their stability. They need to prioritize, in particular, like their financial situation. For so many, this is about focusing on their careers, on their life purpose. This person feels like right now they aren't quite ready to dive into this. They aren't quite ready to explore the emotions involved in this connection again. This person's like, do you know what, I'm seeing this person over the last kind of like 2 months or so has really been through a lot of emotional healing. There's a lot of like disturbance in their life. You know, they've really had to heal a lot. So now they're back in quite a grounded place. They don't want to be diving back into those emotions just yet. They want to take a moment to just be grounded, to take a step back, you know, to really just focus on themselves and their stability. They're finally back in a place where they feel comfortable. They don't feel like they're purging. They don't feel like they're struggling anymore. So give them this time to feel stable again. This person has been through like a huge death of their ego. They've been through a big transformation where they've shifted their whole perspective about relationships, about love, and about you. So now they've been through that, they're finally rebuilding themselves after like quite a serious like tower moment, like few months of healing. We have the Knight of Cups here. So what's going on in their 3D right now? They're really focused on actually giving you an offer. I feel like in the 3D, they want to give you something here. They do want to move towards giving you some kind of commitment, or at least exploring their love for you. They're finally feeling like their heart is opening more, and they're ready to kind of express their emotions to you. But I'm seeing that like there's a little bit of an obstacle right now. Like this person isn't quite ready to jump over that obstacle and actually express themselves just yet. There's a lot of energy about this person wanting to move closer, but whether or not they're actually going to do that just yet or speak about it, I don't know. I think this full moon is kind of getting them into position. This full moon has been about them being ready to take action and thinking about what it is, which is good because I'm getting like not a very impulsive energy. And over the last few months, there was a lot of fiery energy from the divine masculines, especially, you know, last year. It really was like the divine masculine energy was always, you know, act first, think later, you know, very impulsive. Thank you so much for that donation, Linda. And now this divine masculine is kind of like stepping back and being like, do you know what? I've rushed in so many times, and now I need to think things through. Now I need to take a step back and make sure that I'm doing this right, which shows such progression. For the divine feminine, it can be like really triggering because she's so used to the divine masculine maybe being way more passionate and expressive and more sexual. And when that energy shifts, it can be very triggering, like I said. But that it's actually healthy because it shows that this divine masculine has been through a transformation. You know, if their behavior has changed, it's a positive because it means that they've changed. So do you know what? We'll do the divine feminine headspace, heart space in 3D first of all, and then we will look into the next steps. So what is the headspace right now of the divine feminines? Justice. So right now, I really do feel like these divine feminines are waiting for their justice. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna read the cards as I see them. The divine feminines are kind of like, do you know what? I have been through so much shit here. Look, 10 of Wands on the bottom. I have struggled for so long. Where is my justice? The divine feminines are waiting for that. I've been through all this healing. I've done this journey. Like, where is my justice? When am I going to be rewarded? So that's kind of where the divine feminine's headspace is at right now, which I resonate with. You know, as soon as that came out, I was like, yeah, that is exactly where I'm at right now. And your heart space, 8 of Cups, it's like, do I move on right now or do I stay? There's a little bit of indecision from the divine feminine about what it is she should do. I feel like her heart right now is really set on her path, on her journey, on kind of like exploring like what your soul is being called towards. Your heart is definitely on finding something deeper and more meaningful, which is good because, again, there's been a shift in the energies here, and I've really felt it with this full moon. Divine masculines are now thinking about taking action and reflecting, and the divine feminines are like, where have I been wasting time? Where have I not been following my path because I've been too focused on what my counterpart is doing? Where can I focus more on myself? How can I find deeper fulfillment? And let's look at the 3D world for the divine feminines. Death. As one door closes, another door opens. You know, that's just like pretty much a universal law. So yeah, so her 3D world right now with this death card, there's going to be doors opening and there's going to be doors closing, and don't resist that. You know, if it's time for like situations, relationships, careers to end, then just know that there is a new opportunity coming your way. I'm getting that it's really time to have like a big clear out, to decide what it is you want to move towards, how can you move towards it, what do you want to focus your energy on. I'm getting independence, like really the divine feminine's 3D world is very much about becoming fully independent, like self-sufficient, and yeah, like exploring her own path here, like exploring her own journey, her own fulfillment. Okay. Oh, I'm also getting cord cutting. So the divine feminine's right now, I've just been shown he's actually cutting this rope here. So in your 3D world, you're deciding what it is you want to cut cords to. What do you want to move away from? What do you want to move towards? How can you cut the cords? What is it time to clear out? Because it's definitely time to get rid of some stuff here. Yeah, look. We've got the Fool on the bottom. It's time for new beginnings, but new beginnings can only happen once you kind of like let go of the past. Right, let's see what the next steps are. Two of Cups, guys. You know, even when I try to not think about relationships and just make this general, like it always comes in here. So obviously the next step here is there is going to be commitment, and that might not, you know, it might not happen straight away. It might take some time, but you're just being shown here that, look, it is going to happen. You know, it is going to end in this deep commitment. Yeah, the live will be saved, so it'll save on YouTube and stay here. So yeah, there is going to be like deeper commitment here. But look, shadow side. So the next steps. This commitment comes once you face your shadows. You know, no relationship is easy. Every relationship has challenges. There's always obstacles to overcome here. But I'm getting, if you can commit to doing your shadow work, then you will see this relationship coming together much sooner than you anticipated. Okay, so there's a message kind of if your person's retreated or withdrawn, it basically isn't that they don't want to be with you. It's that you make them see their shadows. You are like their mirror. So this person sees all of their flaws when they're with you. They see like you are the brightest light, and that light can be blinding. You know, if this person is in a dark space and you are just shining your light on them, they have to withdraw, they have to retreat, because they can't be around that. They need to really focus on their own healing. So this person withdrew to face their shadows, and perhaps they still are, maybe you are, but you know, all of this shadow work that you do helps you reach alignment with your divine counterpart. Doing that shadow work is so crucial if you want to be in a relationship with them. Nothing comes just by waiting. That's not how life works. You know, you have to be able to like put, I'm just getting that it is really, really protected. We have the Three of Swords, and this has been coming out quite a lot. And the Three of Swords, to me, it's about ending like third-party situations. So if there's like other people in the picture, then those relationships are going to be coming to an end. And the Three of Swords also just speaks of healing. So if there's not a karmic partner involved, the third party could be like a friend, a parent. It could even be career. It could just be something which, you know, they've been like investing their energy in. I'll get a clarifier for this Three of Swords, and we'll see a little bit more about what this is about. Five of Pentacles and Hanged Man. Do you know what? This Three of Swords is actually more about healing abandonment fears. It's about healing fears about being left out in the cold, being rejected. And that feels more so like the divine masculine with this Three of Swords, like their shadow right now to face is the fact that they do feel left out in the cold. They feel like perhaps they're not worthy of the divine feminine. They don't feel good enough for this connection. And the divine feminine right now is healing like time-related expectations, or accepting that sometimes things do not go her way. Sometimes it takes time for things to come off hold. And if things are on hold, then they're on hold for a reason. You know, this situation is not stagnant for no reason at all. It's to give you both a chance to grow and to heal. It's patience. You know, that's the lesson here, and that's been the lesson for so long. It is patience. The fact that two people who are meant to be together will always end up together. But it does require patience. You've got to be patient with your person. For lovers, again, I don't know how many times like we need to keep getting the message here that yes, your relationship is coming together. It is going to happen. Right now, your person feels blocked in actually moving forwards. This person feels blocked in actually like taking action towards you. But that's good, because it means they're not real, especially with sexual energy. Yeah, we have the King of Swords. This person doesn't want to rush anymore. Okay, so what I'm seeing is that in the past, this person's emotions fueled them a lot. They had very emotional responses, which meant in the heat of the moment, if they felt sexual attraction to you, they sent you like a sexual message. If they felt angry at you, they lashed out at you. If they felt upset by you, then maybe they cried and literally had like a very emotional reaction towards everything in this connection. And they're realizing where their emotions have kind of made them act in ways that perhaps they wouldn't have acted if they'd have taken some time out. So this person is growing a lot. I'm really getting, like, you know, the way that like a child like throws its toys out of a pram and it doesn't get its own way. That's how this person behaved in the past. And they're realizing where that really wasn't effective, where it really made them look like a bit of a dick, really. So they're changing that. They don't want to behave in that way anymore, which is why they're trying to have a less emotional response to this connection. They're trying to see things more logically, actually plan before they move, you know, decide what is the best way to approach this. How can I do things from a more grounded way? Like, how can I be in the Emperor energy? person wants to speak to you though. They want to tell you how they feel, but they want to just do it in a rational, calm and grounded way. And I feel like every time this person thinks about expressing this or kind of like returning to this connection, they get very triggered and they decide to withdraw again because they don't feel like they can. They don't feel like they can do this in a logical way. It's like every time they want to reach out to you and they're like, right, okay, I'm ready, you know, I'm ready to have this conversation, they get triggered and spooked and they start to have those emotional reactions again. And that's what this person is facing. Yeah, we have the Five of Wands. There's a lot of conflict going on right now. This person has a lot of like blocks within them. They feel like they're doing so much preparation work. So you've likely not seen a lot of the work they have done because they've been doing a lot of this out of sight. I'm getting out of sight, out of mind. So I feel like some of you might have felt you were not in this person's thoughts and you were. This person's been thinking about you a lot over the last 5 months. What is it they want to say to you? Well, they want to say that, firstly, they're sorry that it's taken so long. And also, they want to tell you that they are changing. They have changed. Yeah, look, Knight of Swords. This person wants to apologize for their in and out behavior. I'm really getting like apology coming through. So that's the main thing that I think is going to come first. Or that's what this person wants to say to you if they were to speak to you. Yeah, Two of Wands. This person wants to apologize for the in and out behavior. And they want to know you that they want to tell you that a lot of this came from inner child wounds, from where they didn't feel worthy enough. But with the Two of Wands, they feel like once this block is lifted energetically, they will be coming in with like a much more genuine offer. They want to give you the world. They want to tell you exactly what it is they want here. Right, we're going to put this deck away. I'm going to use one more tarot deck and we're going to use some oracle cards as well. So let's see, you know, what is this full moon shifting in the collective? Pay attention to the red flags. I like this. So this is, you know, when this person is triggered, what do? They now take a step back. This person is not reacting emotionally, which is like a much better energy for them to be in. They're starting to actually notice the red flags and change, you know, make the changes that are needed. Yeah, retreat. This person is paying attention to the red flags and withdrawing when they need to withdraw, which is so healthy. It's something which this connection has really lacked. In the past, I feel like there was a lot of attachment here. So there's a lot of attachment where this person kind of really struggled to disconnect from you. They struggled to walk away from you. There was a lot of codependency that needed to be healed. And now this full moon is showing this person, yeah, look, romantic feelings. Do you know what? I feel like a lot of feelings are coming back in this connection for both of you. We've got true love as well. There's a lot of feelings coming back in this connection for both of you where you are really realizing what your feelings are. Like these feelings are really coming back online. And we have playfulness. So there is going to be more inner child work that takes place in this next moon cycle. I am going to look into moon. But both you and your counterpart right now, you are healing a lot of inner child wounds. You two are destined to be together. And there is going to be fun. There's going to be fun in this connection and in your life. Take some time for yourself. I really like that now when you're both triggered, you actually do spend some time apart rather than becoming too attached to each other. Yeah. Don't dim to fit in. So if your counterpart is kind of like struggling with your light right now, then that doesn't mean that you dim your light. And same with just people around you. Like if people around you are really kind of like triggered by who you are, then you just need to carry on shining. You know, you can't change yourself because other people are affected by it. You know, you just need to keep focusing on being who you are and standing your ground here. Think about where it is as well that you have made changes to yourself in order to please other people. And how can you stop doing that? How can you step back into being more authentic? And we have keepers of the earth. So you are not alone. You've got your ancestors behind you. So this comes back to the first message. That, you know, ask for guidance, ask for support, especially the divine feminines right now. Make sure you are asking for help rather than just going at it alone. Use your spirit team. Right, we're going to see what this next moon cycle is all about. Eight of Swords. So these next 4 weeks, this next moon cycle from now until the full moon is all about letting go of fears, breaking free of like limiting thought patterns, you know, where you've been holding yourself back, where you've been operating from a lack mindset, and like clearing out your closet, getting rid of all those fears which perhaps, you know, you haven't even realized you have. This full moon has brought up and shown you you are still operating from a place of fear and how you can change that. So if you do feel a little bit fearful, especially about whether this connection is going to ever happen, then Spirit wants you to face those fears. You know, don't just keep worrying about, oh yeah, are we going to reconcile? Is this even going to happen? Yes, you know, that is a fear which needs to be acknowledged. It's time to work through that right now. Especially for those of you who right now are in like no contact or you're not seeing your person. I'm getting if it feels like you're in quite a dark place in your connection where there's not much going on in the 3D, that is now the time for you to really heal those fears. We have the Three of Wands. So this next moon cycle is for the divine masculines to rebuild themselves after this tower moment. So the divine masculine in this connection has really been through huge tower moments from the start of the year. I do feel like the last 5 months is all, it's been like one tower moment after another. And on the bottom, we've got the Emperor, and look, behind the Emperor, we have a tower. So that's really confirming this message. I didn't even see that when I started. So the divine masculine over this moon cycle is going to be rebuilding themselves after these tower moments have like, I'm getting like taken their life apart. So this is about the divine masculines being grounded, finding their power again after having to go through like a huge ego death. Now let's see for the divine feminines over this moon cycle. Ace of Wands. So these next 4 weeks for the divine feminine it's all about kind of like expansion, and I'm getting shifting your mindset so you're focusing on much happier thoughts. What is it you want to explore? I feel like for the divine feminines, this next 4 weeks is all about exploring what it is that she's been kind of like avoiding or putting off, like getting out of procrastinating and actually taking steps towards her visions, her dreams. So let's see what's happening between you both over this next moon cycle. The Empress. So there's going to be growth, nurturing this connection a little bit more. Perhaps you both avoided it for so long and now you're finding that you're both ready to start watering it again. You know, you've really been focusing on your own lives. For the divine feminines, like finding your life purpose. For the divine masculines, kind of like going through this ego death. So now you're both ready to, from a more grounded place, start to think more about bringing this connection back together. For some, this is about connecting with your person telepathically, and also for many, there is going to be communication coming in. It's about growth and nurturing in this connection over these 4 weeks. Yeah, we have 10 of Cups. For some of you, you're going to have the chance to kind of like rebuild this relationship over the next 4 weeks. For some, that will be in the 3D, where you can both start to work together on kind of like just having more harmony in your relationships, it being more balanced. For others, this is just going to be about doing some work behind the scenes, about both of you starting to open up to this love again, you know, not pushing it away or resisting it out of fear. Yeah, we have Three of Swords. There's so much healing going on over these next 4 weeks. And lots of third-party situations will be ending. Yeah, we've got the Emperor. You're both going to be healing and moving forwards, getting away from third-party situations, rebuilding what has fallen apart. And I'm really being drawn to that envelope on the chest here, like tattooed. That's all about messages and communication. Tell you what, once this Divine Masculine, because I feel like relationship, this could be a parent, a friend, it could be career, like working on finances, or it could just be inner child work or healing, whatever it is. Once this Divine Masculine has kind of healed from this or moved away from it, that's when he's going to be taking action. So I feel for many this could come over the next 4 weeks. Yeah, they're saying like so much can shift in a short space of time. Yeah, we have Knight of Cups. There's more love entering the connection over the 4 weeks. And I really do feel like for so many, there's going to be things in the 3D which do start to happen. I'm seeing that someone who kind of like turned their back on this connection is realizing that they're being pulled back into it. This is someone who's trying to look away, who's realizing that actually they do have to come back to this. They can't keep avoiding it. It's like, you know, if you're trying to ignore something that's going on in the corner of the room and you can't any longer, like you just have to watch. That's what I'm seeing here. Like this person knows that something's going on with you and in your life, and they've tried to like ignore the energy of you changing for so long, and now they're actually feeling like, do you know what, shit, I've got to go and check this out. Like, I've got to go and see what my person is doing. Yeah, we have the Hermit. This person's withdrawn, they've retreated. You know, they really went hermit mode. They didn't want to look. They didn't want to pay attention. But that's shifting. That really is changing. We've got the lighthouse up here. So for those who are part of my members area, you'll know that the lighthouse is a huge sign. So that's something that came up the other day. So lighthouses might be a sign for you, but also it's just a sign that, you know, you two who have parted ways, you're being guided back together. Yeah, we have Ten of Swords. Ending this cycle. Whoever it is that's in hermit mode right now cannot stay in that energy for much longer because it's too painful. They want to look. This person wants to see. Their eyes are burning. I want to check out, what is this person doing? You might even feel that they start like looking at your social media, or they're going to be messaging you out of the blue. Like, this person cannot stay away anymore. It's too painful. It's too hard for them to withdraw here. They just want to get close to you again. They want to check up on you. Here, look, Queen of Swords. You are attracting so much right now. I do feel like you are attracting a lot of attention, whether you're meaning to or not. And this doesn't just have to be like romantic situations. Like, it could just be opportunities. You are attracting so much towards you right now. And this person has to check it out. This person has to see like what all the fuss is about. They might even be hearing that you are in like a really good space, or people might be mentioning your name, and this person just like wants to know what the fuss is about. Yeah, I want to see it for myself. Like, this person wants to like talk to you themselves and see what is going on with you. King of Wands, they're going to be coming back. And if they're already in your life, if you're already in a relationship with this person, then they're going to be showing them a much more passionate side of themselves. They're going to be expressing themselves. The King of Wands here is saying, look, this person's going to be taking action. They're going to be moving here because they cannot stay away anymore. They're realizing that the spotlight is on you and they want to see what that is about. Okay, we will get one more card. The Knight of Wands. Yeah. This person wants to move. This is that spotlight that I was saying before. The spotlight is on you. This person feels the spotlight on you and they want to see what this is. They want to like check it out. Yeah, it doesn't matter when you guys were last in contact because time really is an illusion. You know, this person, when they're ready, they will reach out. Yeah, we have growth. This person, why have they been in hermit mode? Why did they look away? Why did they kind of like retreat and withdraw? Because they had to grow, they had to expand, and they had to kind of like raise their consciousness as well. They had to like raise their vibrations because, you know, you were like a completely different level to them, and this person had to kind of like be more aware. Worry and failure. So why is this person withdrawn right now? You know, the message has come out so many times already. This person is worried that you're going to leave them. They have huge fears of abandonment. Right now, they feel left out in the cold. You know, they're scared of failure in this relationship. If they take a leap of faith into this, they're worried that it's not going to work out. Or, you know, what if they do fail? What if you reject them? Right now, that is what they're working through, these fears. Especially for those who have huge guilt about walking away. If this person kind of walks out of your life, you know, they feel very guilty about that. Yeah, we have courage. This person right now is finding the courage to actually face this. Their fear, their worries about failing here, being rejected, being left out in the cold, they're finding the inner strength to break free of that, to actually face this with confidence, because they're lacking a lot of kind of self-esteem right now. They've got, you know, huge issues about their self-worth, about whether or not you will accept them. But right now, this person is lonely. They're on their own. They want to be around your energy. They feel it shifting and they want to be around your energy so much. Let's get some messages from your person. Yeah, I know I made a mistake. That's all that guilt that's coming up right now. This person feels like they did fuck up. Yeah, I'm sorry for hurting you. I hope that you can forgive me. Wow, this person feels like really guilty right now. That's what this full moon has brought up for them. Feelings of guilt, feelings about, you know, can you forgive them? Thinking about what mistakes they've made, reflecting. These next 4 weeks are all about the two of you bringing more love back into the situation. You know, without actually seeing this person in your life, it's just about having a more loving mindset about this connection, and then there will be a shift in the 3D. So let's see what is going on with your person. What do they want to tell you? Yeah, I'm avoiding our connection. This person right now is so focused on their stability. That came out at the very start of the reading, that they are focused on their own growth, on their security, on being grounded enough for this. But I have seen the future with you. I want you by my side. This person has had a lot of visions about this. You know, that is kind of what they've seen. And that's why they want to come back. That's why they want to be close to you again. And for some, that's why they're avoiding this right now, because they know that you're the one they're going to be with. So they're not really worried about when this will happen. I need to have more fun. This person is lacking joy. They're lacking fulfillment in their life. They feel that this is going to come together from a high vibration place, and they don't feel like they're in alignment with you just yet. I am affected by cosmic and collective energies. This full moon really fucked them up. This full moon really brought up a lot of shit that they needed to face. I'm sorry for what I said. Yeah, guilt. It's all guilt. And look, on the bottom, I know we will be together. This person knows. And if anything, that is why they're kind of avoiding this right now, because they're not in any rush. They're finally thinking things through, which is actually huge progress. As annoying as it might feel because you're so used to different energy from them, this is really healthy. It's finally kind of like where the two of you need to be. Let's just get some moonology cards for this next moon cycle, and then we will end the reading there. Yeah, adjustments are required. This next moon cycle is all about bringing more love back into the situation. It's about making those changes both within yourselves and within the connection that need to be made. And meditate and contemplate. So start to bring the love back into your connection. Firstly, meditate to meet your person. Meditate to clear the energy. Send them loving thoughts. So, this is the time to really just focus on yourself. Take time to relax, because on the bottom we've got communication is key. So there is going to be communication here. There's going to be a shift. But first of all, you need to take that time just for yourself, for your own growth. Both of you have been through huge tower moments over the last few months. There's been a lot to process and a lot for you to heal from. And right now, you just need to allow that space, allow that healing space for you both. Okay, I'm going to end the reading there. So I hope you guys enjoyed that and you kind of know. So if you've got any kind of other general questions, ask now, and then I will end this in 5 minutes. You're most welcome, guys. I like doing these lives because it's good to kind of connect with your energies, and it helps me channel as well. And it's quite nice to just have clarity about what is going on in the collective, where your counterpart is up to, their headspace, their heart space. If the messages resonate, they resonate. Do not worry if they don't. This is more just seeing what is going on with the collective energies. So whether you're in no contact or whether you're speaking every day, it doesn't matter. This is what is going on for the divine masculine and divine feminine energies in the collective. So yeah, I hope everyone is doing well. So basically the divine feminines, I feel like the divine masculines and divine feminines have different lessons to learn. So the divine feminines really have to find their life purpose, because it's something that, divine feminines throughout time haven't really done. They've always been kind of stay at home, nurturing a family, raising a family, not necessarily going out and earning their own money and stuff. So it's breaking free of all those cycles and breaking free of all of those kind of expectations. So that's why the divine feminines, it's so important to find their soul purpose. But it doesn't always mean going out and kind of making loads of money from doing spiritual stuff. Their life purpose might just be doing something which brings them happiness and fulfillment, like volunteer work. But it's about the divine feminines really feeling like they have a purpose and following. Divine masculines are healing toxic masculinity, where they're having to heal their ego, because that's how they've operated throughout lifetimes. They've operated from a place of, men being in power, men being in control. So that's why this has to happen. That's why the divine masculines don't necessarily focus on the same things as the divine feminine, because you both have different lessons. You both have different paths, different obstacles to overcome. And yeah, the two different perspectives. I think I saw, what was the other message? What decks would I recommend for beginners? So I have hundreds of tarot decks and I love each and every one, but find a deck that resonates with you. So most people start with the Rider-Waite, which looks like this, which is great. This is a very good deck to use, but I I like very visual decks. So, you know, this is great, but I do find that there's not too much, like you can see generally what is going on in the picture, like here, there's an offer coming that this person doesn't want to accept. But, you know, in other decks, I just feel like when they're so visual, I get drawn to like the images in them, and I'll see things that just to help me channel messages. So, you know, I'll see like little things, like I might just see the starfish in this deck and be drawn to the starfish, and then I'm reading for someone and I'm like, okay, what does the starfish mean? And then that's where that message kind of like comes to life. So find a deck which you are drawn to. Don't just go for Rider-Waite. Don't just go for the traditional deck. Find ones which, which work for you. I feel like I've missed loads of questions, so I'm sorry if I've missed your question. I'll move my hand as well so you can actually see me. So on letting go, letting go means like letting go of expectations. It does not mean letting go of your counterpart. It's just about focusing more on your own path, on your own journey, detaching from those expectations and just loving unconditionally, you know, loving this person, but letting them be free without holding on, without feeling the need for this relationship. You know, you can love someone completely and fully, but accept that you have your own needs. Okay, I think I'm going to have to end that there because I'm running out of time. Okay, I'm going to have to end that there, but what I'll do is tomorrow on my Instagram stories, I will do the question and answer thing again and answer some of these questions. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, then do over at Twin Flame Guidance 555. I also have a Facebook page which is all about guidance. So for those asking about shadow work, I'm going to do all of the healing and the guidance on the face, purely helping people on their healing journey and developing their like psychic gifts and like spiritual practices. Okay, sending you all so much love and light, and I hope you enjoyed that.